Hi everyone, welcome to Food AI. My name is John, and today I'll show you how to create stunning food images using the power of AI with the use of just two tools, Adobe Firefly and Adobe Photoshop. I know traditional photography can be expensive. You need to hire photographers, editors, rent setups, um, even lightings, and even cook all the food just to get the perfect shot. So it's a lot of work. So in this tutorial, it's great for business starters who wish to join or open their restaurant businesses, bakeries, pastry business, drink business, or anything that is related to food. So especially those who wish to join online food delivery space where professional photos are must. So this tutorial is a recommended for you if you're on a tight budget. So yeah, I'd like to add up as well that I'm not a pro in editing. I only know the basics, but trust me, you can do these too. It's not as hard as it seems, but it just requires a little patience. So let's dive in and make something amazing food images together. All right, everyone. So in our first episode, I decided to create a basic English breakfast. So it composed of fried egg, fried bacon, and baked potatoes. So it's really basic. It's just to create a foundation for our YouTube channel, and as we go on our next episode, we'll try to create a more complex images, food images, um, and let's see. So let's begin. I'd like to apologize if my English is not so good. I'm really practicing on it to get better. So stay with me. Okay. Um, in this tutorial, we're gonna need two main tools. It's gonna be the Adobe Photoshop. You can download it. It has a free trial if you like to avail the free trial, and you can buy it directly if you want. So I really suggest you buy it. It has lots of good features, and then once you um fully subscribed to Adobe Photoshop, you're gonna have an access to Adobe Firefly. So you can access Adobe Firefly by going to firefly.adobe.com, and it's included with your plan with Adobe Photoshop. So it's a package. All right. So before we move on creating our um, food image, I'd like to show you some of the example of image generated by Adobe Firefly. So it's not been edited by Adobe Photoshop. Um, it's an export directly from Adobe Firefly. So um, first image is smoothie bowl. So um, it will really depend. The result will really depend on your prompt or your command to AI. So that's what we're gonna talk about later in this video. Um, as you can see, the detail is good, but you can fully customize it. If you feel this section is too repetitive, we can edit those. If the leaves feels off to you, we can remove those or you can add more. Like it's fully customizable. Next is these pastries. Uh, you can see the detail is very clear. You know, it's an export directly from Adobe Firefly. Adobe Firefly is really good. Next is this sushi. As you can see, my prompt is here, so we're gonna try those in the next few days on our next episode. So yeah. For now, we're just gonna stick on the basics. So as you can see, the detail of the image is really on point. So it's really great. Next is some of the English breakfast I've generated before using Adobe Firefly. All right, so before we begin, I like to enumerate those things we need in creating an image. So first of all, we're gonna need um, the container itself. Um, Container varies depends on what type of food we're gonna using, so it's fully customizable. Also, we're gonna need the next one we're gonna need is a background for our image. So it really depends on you if you like a wooden texture background, a marble background, a ceramic background, a a table background. So it's really up to you. Or a plain background. It's really up to you. And then the last one we need is the food itself. So it's fully customizable. Depends on your preference. So the looks, the position of the food, um, it's it's really customizable. So it's great. I'd say AI is really great. You don't have to cook the food. You just have to think of it, think of the food, compose the word, and then give it to AI, and then AI will generate it. So without a further ado, let's try to find some food reference from Food Panda. So Food Panda is one of the um, major online delivery app in in the Philippines. So I believe it's also available in other countries. Alright, so let's find some. mm, Restaurant. Mm, let's try this Sabaw Manila. So let's see. Well, they don't have images. Alright, I don't know why don't have images. I believe they're new restaurants. So, if this restaurant haven't been, they could try they could try this one. Like they could try generating an image without like having to prepare a set of or taking photos of every menu. You can just generate it. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, let's try this one. So first, we're gonna find a container for. Let's find a background for our food first, and then follow up by the container. Okay, as you can see, this restaurant is a nice background. It brings harmony on the food itself. But it's really customizable. Depends on your preference. So it's really nice. We're gonna use maybe the same background. So I believe it's a marble background. And then we're gonna choose some like container for our food. So since we're gonna create an English breakfast, we're gonna use some plate. Okay, let's hop on to Adobe Firefly. Okay, so in this section, once you access firefly.adobe.com, you're gonna see the section. So let's delete it. So in this section, is the section where you give command to AI, command or instruction of what um result you want to see. So let's type fried bacon, baked potatoes, and fried egg. And then once we compose um, that sentence, um, we're gonna tell that AI that we're placing it on a plate. So let's type on a white and then identify what size or shape of plate you want. So on a white, large, white, round plate. And then you can also give instruction if you'd like it to be on a side view, top view, or you know just leave it be. But consistency is the key. So for the rest of our new food, we're gonna generate top views, top view, and then click generate. And then in this section, you can see the general settings, content type, composition, styles. So leave it as is, and then square. Oh, you can see that we have an English breakfast here already. Let's see. In content type, you can turn off auto, so it won't generate art. So right now we're generating a real image. And then if you have a reference photo, you can upload one. So the AI will have a guide on what will be the look of the image. And then the reference, so it will copy the reference style. If it's like pencil art, it will try to copy it. But since we're trying to create um from our own, we don't need a reference at all for now. So it's very basic. Okay, so if you're not satisfied with the result, you can just click generate. But if you're already satisfied, you can click download. So right now I think I'm generate another one. So since it's um quite not good, let's see. Okay, I didn't ask for a sausage, but since we type English breakfast, so it's like you know getting the idea of um the need of the like sausages, since sausage is always present in an English breakfast, especially in bread. But this one's looks good. Let me hit download. Let's try to generate another one. All right, I think I found the perfect one, which is this one or this one. Yeah. Hmm. I think this one looks good on like, online delivery app. Let's download it. You already have a background, so you don't have to create a background or like get a background. All right, so let's import that image. Let's drag it here. now that we have the image, uh, no, thank you. All right. So, um, the first thing you need to do is examine the image if it passes your um if it passes the criteria of the food. So it has bacon, it has the potato, it has the egg, based on our based on the instruction that we've given. Since the image has all the requirements that we need, we have the baked potatoes, fried bacon, and egg. I think it's good now. If you'd like to change the background, you can change the background by um, pressing the object selection tool, and then you just have to drag it all the way down, and then for shortcut you can click Control J. Then you can turn off this layer, and then if you have a desired what do you call this, background, you can bring it underneath of this, which I'm gonna show you on the next episode. But for now, we're just trying to create the basics on how to like generate the basics, and I believe that's it for now. Um, you can comment in the comment section of what food you like for me to generate on our next episode. I'm gonna give you credits as well on our next video. So I know this video is not that really informative, but I just want to give the basics. So in the next time we're gonna edit, you have um the basic knowledge, fundamentals of generating food, from prompting, from editing, and using the basic tools here in Photoshop. So for now, the image that we have right here is quite useful, and we can use it directly on your services or business. So I like to add up that this images has no similar image on the internet. It's very distinct, and you can use it directly for your businesses. Okay. Um, I think that's all. All right. See you next time, guys. Bye.